Hello and welcome back to Star Flag Media, guys. My name is Anthony, and I am here this week talking about Nintendo. Nintendo shutting down one of its online servers. And then we're going to quickly talk about Xbox again, because it seems to be the hottest topic on the channel at the moment. So got to recap some of the comments that I've had and just kind of reiterate exactly where my thoughts and if you haven't gotten them clear yet, exactly where I stand with what Xbox is headed to. And then finally, just going to talk a little bit about Sony as well. It looks like there is a game out here that's kind of copying Horizon. So let's get right into it. First and foremost, Nintendo is shutting down its online service. But not quite what you might think. So Nintendo Online was recently announced by the president of Nintendo that it's going to carry over to Nintendo Switch 2, which is really curious because they also just announced that in 2025, Nintendo Online service is going to be shutting down in China. Now, this may not affect us here right now, but it is really interesting that they are choosing to shut down their service in China. Now, are they going to be starting it up with a different company, a different licensing? With China, it's really weird. Their gaming laws are pretty much a gray area. I know Nintendo partnered with Tencent for a while out in China, and then for the longest time their products were standalone plug and plays like the iQue, where you can go and download games right into like an N64 style pad controller, and that's where you could play your games. But the Switch is out in China, so it is interesting to see that. I'm not sure what the sales figures are. I'll have to look that up. Maybe I'll put that up on the screen. But it is interesting to see that they are shutting down the service. Now, is this a precursor to what may happen to us here in the United States or in America or even in Europe? I don't think so, because of what I just said, which was that the president of Nintendo has come out and said that Switch Online is carrying over to the Switch 2. So even though the Switch 2 hasn't been announced, I'm assuming that means the N64 stuff, SNES, Genesis, all the virtual console type services are going to be there for the Switch 2 and continue. It is by far the best version of Nintendo's online shops as far as how they structured the eShop and all of that. I do miss the virtual console on the Wii. That was my favorite version of their virtual console. But hey, it looks like this is their way of extending their licenses, and their way of going after emulating sites and things like that is by showing that, hey, this is a live service. People pay monthly for it. We still make money on these older games. And hopefully what they'll be adding to the online service going forward is GameCube games. That's what everybody's really clamoring for, right? But yeah, I'm not sure exactly what their plan is with the Chinese market. It is an interesting take that they are shutting that down. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'm not exactly sure what to make of this. Nintendo is such a weird company when it comes to their decision making. It's like right when you think you've got them figured out, they go and do something completely different and go off left field. But yeah, so that's Nintendo. Next thing we want to talk about, of course, is the Xbox stuff, right? With the campaign ad. It's been controversial the last 2 weeks. If you've been on the channel and you've seen the last couple of videos on the channel, you know that, it's a hot topic. Our Xbox fans out there, you guys don't want to declare the death of Xbox consoles. It's almost like you're coping, with the elections almost. It's like, listen, I understand you don't want to accept that the Xbox consoles might be going the way of the dodo, but you just have to look at Microsoft's ad campaign, guys. I'm not understanding where your train of thought is, where the controversy really is, because they put out a commercial and they're telling you that your Xbox Series S and your Series X is not just an Xbox. Your phone is an Xbox, your laptop, your PC. They said your TV is an Xbox. Your Fire Stick is an Xbox. So when everything is an Xbox, guys, nothing is an Xbox. They're hammering down that the service, Xbox is a brand. Xbox is a platform. It's a brand. It's no longer just going to be your console, and it makes sense. I'm trying to get the logic behind you guys defending that these consoles aren't going away. Sony is working on their cloud gaming, as we've seen with the portable. The Sony Portal. We see that cloud gaming is what all of them are heading towards. Even the Switch has cloud gaming on it, with games that just would be impossible to run on the Switch. So this is the future of gaming. I'm not happy about it. I'm not rejoicing that this is going to be the future of gaming. I'm an old school gamer. I like having a console. I still like the idea of physical media, even though I own very few physical games on the current generation at all. And on my PC, everything is digital. So, unfortunately, I'm a part of the problem too, and most of you are as well. We download our games, we've chosen to go digital, and soon you won't even have that option because hard drives are expensive, and it's just cheaper for the company to say, hey, we're just going to store this on a cloud server. And then, unfortunately, 9 years down the line, when the licensing expires, you're probably going to lose those games. It's just unfortunate side effect. It's like when Netflix or signs a deal and then all of a sudden the movie has gone off the service. That can happen with gaming. It's a real possibility, but it looks like that is what Microsoft is going for. Xbox Game Pass. I happen to love Xbox Game Pass. I think it's a great service as it is right now, with the internet becoming high-speed internet becoming readily available in way more places. I've been traveling in South America for the last 2 months. Everywhere I've gone, I've had access to high-speed internet and am able to play on Xbox Game Pass. I've got no problems logging on and playing my games. That is what I believe the future is for Xbox. Please, again, if you guys have some other inside knowledge or some weird conspiracy, I don't know, give me something to hold on to. Why do you think that the Xbox is still going to be, that Microsoft is still going to be producing Xbox consoles in a traditional sense past this next generation? Again, I still believe we're getting one more generation, and then after that, I just don't see a new Xbox being the same as this generation or even the one that's to come. I think it's going to be some kind of a streaming box. I really do. And then I would believe probably Sony will follow suit within the next 4 or 5 years after that. So that's just what I believe. And then finally we have a Sony ripoff of a Horizon game. Now, speaking of Horizon, that Lego Horizon game came out, and apparently it is a major flop. But there seems to be a clone out there. I think it's called, if I'm not mistaken, Motira, something like that. I'm not sure, but I'm putting the trailer up here. And then it looks very much in line with what Horizon did. So I'm sure that Sony's not going to be too happy seeing this, seeing as how they're really pushing for people to really get into Horizon. And I know Horizon has its fans out there. It's a fantastic game. But it doesn't seem like, I'm not sure. This company's putting this game out. Maybe they're just trying to take a little bit of that audience that loves that Horizon game. And so we're going to see what Sony does. Nintendo is going after Pal World, as you guys know. And now Sony's probably going to have to go after this game because it's sneakily suspicious to what Horizon looks like. Anyway, I am going to be signing off now. And, as always, I do appreciate all the comments. Hit that like button, share, subscribe. Anything that you guys think is going on with Xbox, please let me know in the comments. I would love to hear what your thoughts are on that. And then, what do you guys think about Nintendo? Isn't that weird with the online service? Anyways, as always, I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks, guys, for joining us here at Starflag Media Gaming, and I'll check you guys later.